Welcome to Unit 3, Health Programs and Community Partnerships. This unit is 3 weeks long, from week 7 until week 9. If you come into the overview, just like with the other units, you will see what's expected of you and kind of be able to plan accordingly throughout the entire unit. Now, when you come to week 7, here we go, you'll notice that the population engagement project is due. This was mentioned back in the very beginning as something you could start as early as week 2 based on the population that you have selected. You do need to complete at least 5 hours of engagement with the population that you have selected. If you are a member of the population you selected, that's no problem, but you do need to reach a little wider than only your own personal experience and get others involved as well. If you have very little idea or no idea of where to get started as far as contacting this population, you can go to a resource page. It has a lot of information broken down by county as far as where to go and when, or who you can contact. You can also contact people who work with the population if you're unable to get all of the hours directly with the population. So for example, if you've chosen incarcerated minors, it may be difficult to get all 5 hours specifically with the minors who are incarcerated, but you may be able to do some of your contact time with those who work with the incarcerated minors. There's a time log, again, that we talked about earlier on that you will add your hours to. You do need to make sure that you complete this reflection as well that will walk through your experience as a whole. If you're not quite sure what to do or you're having a difficult time getting this organized, it's possible to reach out to your instructors, and we're aware of quite a few different options, but I strongly encourage you to look online and talk to others first, as we have a limited amount of resources available to us, and there may be some great opportunities out there, some great engagement with the populations out there that we're not familiar with, and so you'd be slightly more limited if you come directly to us, but please let us know if you're struggling with finding ways to engage with your population. Now, weeks 8 and 9 are combined together. You'll be working on an assessment for health programs and community partnerships. This does last during week 8 and week 9 together. So if you come here, you'll see there's a grid you will fill out right here with the health programs and community partnerships grid. And in that grid, I'll open it up for you quickly and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So there we go. In here, you need to make sure, as we look at health programs and community partnerships, keep in mind that community partnerships are kind of what's filled in the gap in our actual healthcare system. So this could be church groups, nonprofits, that kind of thing. You need to make sure that you put the name of the organization that serves your population, whether they're a health program or community partnership. You also need to make sure that you have the other populations serviced by that group. So for example, Catholic Community Services does great work with the refugee population, but they also work with many other populations. And that can be bullet pointed, and also as much contact information as possible at each of these levels: local, state, national, and international. So all this looks like a short grid. It will turn into a fairly lengthy document once you have all of that in. None of it needs to be in completed sentences. We do need to make sure that each of these prompts is appropriately addressed. Once you finish with the grid portion, there's a gaps in the system portion. And this is, if you do the grid during week 8, then you should be on track for week 9, looking and indicating what gaps are there in the system. If you have any of the prompts on that grid where you weren't able to fill in every spot, then you need to make sure that you're addressing that there is a gap at that level. And not just that you didn't continue to look. Also, you'll come down to this bottom prompt that is an opportunity for you, based on the knowledge you have and the gaps that you've seen, to create an ideal organization to best meet your population's needs. Now, determining what's best for your population's needs does need to be evidence-based. So through looking at the different organizations at the different levels, at their websites, at different needs that are indicated for that population, you need to make sure you're pulling some of that information in to show why those different components that you've included in your ideal organization are present. So make sure that you're doing that, and make sure that the information you're pulling is from reputable sources. As we look forward here in just a second, all the way to week 13, there's a project that'll be due that has 3 different options to it. And really quickly, I just want to show you that if you do choose the population project community presentation option, some of the information from that grid will be shared with the people in your presentation. So if you do select that option, it is possible, instead of submitting the grid exactly like it is, to instead give the same information as far as a handout or a brochure or something that's a little more engaging. But make sure that everything's included, and make sure that you're still submitting about the gaps and your ideal situation as far as your constructed program in a Word document. Now, this population health application project is due week 13. There's a few reasons that I mentioned that early on. First of all, it does affect the assessing health programs that we just talked about it. But second of all, 2 of the options, and I'll scroll down here in just a moment, but 2 of the options that are present do involve getting a contract signed with a community partner. And so if you do that, you need to start working with your group as early as week 6, after you've done your comparison and contrast, to start determining which of these 3 options you're going to want to do for your population health application project. And if you determine that you want to do either the, we'll scroll on down here, either the population community presentation option or the school presentation option, either one of those, you're going to need to have a contract signed. That contract can be found right here in this link. It needs to be signed and uploaded by week 9. If you have it submitted earlier, you can start working on your project earlier. You cannot go and do your presentation until this contract is in place. If you run across any issues with it, please reach out to your instructor.